Anti-government protests escalate in Venezuela, and in sport, West Indies head coach Stuart Law hopes the last test success provides momentum for the test team. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, April 20. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Chat in CARICOM, a four-part series on the status of the regional integration process, beginning Tuesday, April 25th at 8 p.m. live on Carib Vision. Chat in CARICOM is your chance to get answers to questions about the integration process and how it affects you. Education, business, travel, entertainment. The series gives updates on recent CARICOM projects and assistance given by the European Union. Join the Caribbean community CARICOM and Carib Vision for the first Chat in CARICOM, Tuesday, April 25th at 8 p.m. The series comes to you with the assistance of the European Union. Chat in CARICOM, a community for all.
Come play at the 50th edition of Antigua Sailing Week. Not a sailor, not a problem. Chase the race from the best beach locations and party in the ocean. On our beaches, a different one each day. Take a drink, take another. Hula, play, dance in the sand. Dance to reggae, to soca, to the beat of your own drum under the moonlight. 7 beach days and party nights. Come play at the 50th edition of Antigua Sailing Week. April 29th to May 7th, 2017. Are you up for the challenge?
At least 3 people have been shot dead in anti-government protests in Venezuela. Clashes erupted on Wednesday as riot police fired tear gas to push back demonstrators, some of whom threw stones or hurled petrol bombs. A teenager died in the capital Caracas, and a woman was killed in San Cristobal near the Colombian border. Witnesses and local news reports say the teenager was fatally shot by a pro-government gang. A National Guardsman was also killed south of the capital. Now, despite the deaths in recent protests, Wednesday's rallies attracted thousands of people. They are demanding new presidential elections and the release of jailed opposition politicians. President Nicolas Maduro is accusing the opposition of attacking the police and looting shops. He said more than 30 arrests had been made. Supporters of the government are holding a rival rally in Caracas. Now, despite having the world's largest proven oil reserves, Venezuela has suffered for several years from high inflation, rampant crime, and a shortage of basic goods. Opposition leaders called for more rallies today. And today is nomination day in the Bahamas. Candidates are putting forward their nomination papers ahead of the May 10 poll, as we hear in this report from Fern Carey of ZNS News.
100 persons expected to nominate in 39 constituencies across the country Thursday, cementing their place as candidates in the May 10th general election. Parliamentary Commissioner Sherlyn Hall says 24 nomination centers in New Providence, 5 on Grand Bahama, and 10 in the Falme Islands will open promptly at 9 a.m. Persons are required to bring a $400 deposit and 3 documents when presenting themselves for nomination.
There are 3 documents each candidate must complete. One is a declaration on himself or herself to say that I am John Doe and I am duly qualified as a Bahamian citizen to run for the House of Assembly. The second one must be a nomination paper signed by 5 registered voters in the constituency, and the voters ought to put their voters card number on against their signature to confirm that they are indeed registered voters. The third form is a liability and asset form that must be completed by each candidate on yourself and your spouse, stating your liability, your property, your bank account, etc., any personal property that you have in the Bahamas.
Hall says efforts continue to correct all errors in the voter register ahead of the advance poll on May 3rd.
Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse has launched a project to rebuild the presidential palace that was destroyed by the 2010 earthquake. Moise said Wednesday that the new palace will be rebuilt on the same location and construction is expected to begin before the end of the year. He said he has established a committee of engineers and architects to oversee the project. Moise said the facade of the police would look the same, but the interior will be adapted to the needs of a modern presidency. However, he has not yet given the estimate of the cost of the project. More than 250,000 people are reported to have died in the January 2010 quake. 300,000 were injured and more than 1.5 million were left homeless after the magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and Carib Vision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
Head coach Stuart Law is hoping West Indies can build on their strong finish to their last test series against Pakistan as they prepare to take on the Asian side in a 3-test rubber starting in Kingston on Friday. The Caribbean side were brushed aside in the opening 2 tests on the tour of the United Emirates last year, but bounced back to win the final game in Sharjah. Now, Law is overseeing his first ever test series with the Windies following his appointment in February, and he's hoping that victory can prove an inspiration to his players.
Yeah, and that resonates pretty well with the group at the moment. They're very proud of the fact that, you know, they went through a long tour and they finally had some joy at the end. So we'd love to, you know, start this series the way we finished that one, and you know we'll go away the next couple of days. We'll do a lot of talking as much as, you know, playing cricket as well, practicing cricket. Do a lot of talking, soul searching, and work out the right strategies, and hopefully, you know, that the conditions that we'd love to see here do come to fruition, and we can go out and play our cricket.
The West Indies will be without some of the experienced players who toured the UAE last year, with Marlon Samuels and Darren Bravo both dropped. However, selectors have called up the Guyana Jaguars duo of Vishal Singh and Shimron Hetmyer to the 13-man squad, with left-hander Kieran Powell returning to the test arena following a 3-year absence. The Law said he had been impressed by all 3 players, noting that they all brought something special to the squad.
Kieran Powell's got pedigree. He's made, you know, test hundreds before, and Shimron Hetmyer, the under-19 captain, you know, he's shown some promise. Hasn't played a lot of cricket, to be honest with you, but you know, what he has done, he's really impressed the way he goes about it. Really like the way he's aggressive, very busy at the crease, and you know, he can play the shots, can play spin, can play pace. And Vishal Singh, you know, he made 135 not out the other day. Showed good temperament, good quality defence, solid defence against spin as well. So yeah, there are a few new faces. You know, we had to replace a few players for one reason or another, but
That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.